Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion.
What do we call it?
A haunted mansion.
Haunted mansion and supernatural.
You know, sometimes the coolest ideas unfortunately have to hit the chopping block. And in the wonderful world of Disney, there's been plenty of ideas that have just never been made. However, something we've learned on this show is that Disney never truly likes to say goodbye to great ideas. And well, sometimes 45 years later, things can certainly resurrect or become unscrapped. With that being said, I bring you possibly one of the most infamously scrapped concepts ever. The Hatbox Ghost. The Haunted Mansion likes to tout that it has 999 happy haunts, but one was seemingly missing. When the attraction opened in 1969, many visitors reported a terrifying ghost in the attic, hunched over holding a hat box high in the air, and with a blink of an eye, his head would disappear and then reappear inside the box of which he was holding. But shortly after the ride opened its doors, old Hattie disappeared.
Dude.
However, several pieces of merchandise began to appear, supporting the idea that the Hatbox Ghost truly manifested on opening day. And one of these materials was a children's story record.
He was a cloaked figure with an evil, grinning face. A hat box hung from his hand.
All of these booklets and drawings surrounding the character only added more fuel to the fire. But with no photos to prove his existence, the word of mouth was the only thing that kept him alive. That is, until some press photos of Imagineer Yale Gracie was shown with the Hatbox Ghost. So this, at the very least, added some truth to the mystery, but brought up more questions than answers. The very simple truth is that the effect didn't really work.
It worked great in a controlled room, but here inside of a ride where guests go by and see it from all different angles, evidently the illusion didn't meet expectations.
And after tinkering with it to no avail, the Hatbox Ghost was ultimately scrapped.
Take it back!
However, the mystery of whether or not the Hatbox Ghost was there opening day was still up for debate. That is, until some old vacation footage from 1969 surfaced, revealing the infamous Hatbox Ghost. Now, zooming forward almost 40 years, the Hatbox Ghost actually has quite a following, with new merchandise and fan pages, even a newly resurrected animatronic exclusively for Disney's convention D23 Expo. But then, on April 2015, the Disney's Parks blog announced the Hatbox Ghost will come out to socialize the Haunted Mansion once again. And just like that, the Hatbox Ghost was unscrapped at Disney's Haunted Mansion. Whew, that's it. Thanks again for watching this episode of Unscrapped. It's nice doing a video about something that was brought back for a change. A couple weeks ago, I did ask you guys what your ideal Nintendo racer would be. And Yash said Diddy Kong Racing all day, every day. Rye Guy says I've gonna be real for a second and say my favorite racer game is actually CTR Racing. And Enrod R64 simply comments Mario Kart Double Dash. And I gotta say I'm partial to Mario Kart, but my favorite is Mario Kart 64. It's so good. And today I'll ask you guys, what is your favorite attraction at the Disney parks? And do you believe in ghosts? Your answer could be featured in a future episode of Scrapped. Also make sure to hit that little bell. Besides myself, it's the only way you can tell when my videos are up, and I really appreciate it. And feel free to follow us on Twitter where you can vote for the next episode of Scrapped or Unscrapped. Thanks again for watching, guys. You are all seriously the best. I'm out of here, guys. My name is Chris, and you've just been ChrisCrossed. Peace out.
Hurry back. Be sure to bring your death certificate.